Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marte, I come from Norway and I love makeup, and today I am going to show you this gorgeous palette that I got sent in PR from Glam Shop, and this one is so beautiful. It's called Kashmir. I wanted to buy it myself, but it was actually out of stock when I purchased my last order, so I was so happy when I saw that they sent this to me. And it's just such a beautiful, kind of like neutral, cool toned palette on the inside. It has some beautiful mauvey shades, and then this shade is the reason why I wanted the palette. Is like a green with a pinky peachy shift. Firstly, I will show you some swatches of the palette, and then I will do this eye look right here with the palette. And I also tried out for the first time their liquid matte shadows, so I will just share a little bit of my first impressions on all of those products in the end, but let's just get straight into the swatches. Just totally had to show you the finger swatch here with the flashlight. It's just, this shade is so pretty. It's super grungy and just really beautiful. I hope you can see it better on the actual swatch. So anyway, here is that first arm, I would like to say. I will just split it up in two so that you can actually see the shades properly. I hate swatching too far down towards my elbow. So I'm just trying to show you guys how beautiful this bottom shade is. It reminds me a lot of the Abracadabra shade, so I will be showing you a comparison afterwards. So here we have the one in the Kashmir palette on my left, at least this one. And then here's Abracadabra. So I feel like those are a little bit similar, but at the same time you can see that Abracadabra is a little bit I would say more sparkly and more colorful. You can really see it here when I swatched it on the arm, and I feel like it's just a little bit more duochrome as well. So I will say that this is kind of like a more wearable kind of color compared to Abracadabra if you're going for something more neutral. But I thought it was nice to compare those. And then you have this shade here. The shimmer is really beautiful and sparkly, very metallic. This one is more boring to me, but I feel like it would be a great highlight on slightly deeper skin tones. This one is incredibly sparkly. It has like sparkles of all kind of colors. I feel it's white, pink, blue, gold. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's the one I used in my inner corner. And I do really like those lighter shades for me, but I feel like for deeper skin tones they would not make very much sense. But like these two shades I really like. I especially like this really cool tone taupe shade. And of course this is my favorite. It's so pretty. I was so excited about it. But yeah, that's the first half of the palette. And now you just wanna feel your skin sunken into. Here is the second half of the palette, and I really like the mattes that are in this row. They're really like mauvey and beautiful, and the shimmers here remind me a lot of the pastel multichromes that they have. As you can see, they have some really beautiful shifts. So this first one, it looks like a taupe when you don't have any light on it, and then when you use your light on it, it shifts almost from a blue to a pink and almost to a gold. And this down here is kind of like a blue-brown shade, and it also shifts a little bit through pink. And this one is really beautiful as a lilac gold duochrome. So I was really surprised at how beautiful those shades were. And you can see in the palette that this one is kind of like hard panning a little bit after I rubbed my finger in there to swatch it. I think that might happen to this one as well, but it did not happen to the other ones. And I will say that even though this one looks like a marble shade, it's not the same kind of I mean, the formula might be the same, but this one looks like it's a little bit harder pressed, and I did have to really rub my finger in there to get it up, which I think is an improvement, because I know a lot of people have been complaining about the marbles being too loose in the pan. So this one is not like that. So those were all of the swatches, and I hope that you liked them and that it was helpful if you wanted to know how this looked on the skin. So now I will show you the tutorial of the look that I wore in the intro. Just before we get into the look, I just figured I would show you how I do my eye priming. So I always use my Smashbox Primer. It's this one. I got it recommended from Faces by Gina on Instagram, and it's really helping me to keep my eyes from not creasing during the day, and I barely have any creasing when using this one. And then of course you can see that I have a lot of like blue and a little bit of purple around my eyes, so I always either I can use a concealer, but lately I've been trying the new eye base from Glam Shop, and it's been working great for me. I haven't had any issues. It's not too hydrating, it's not, I don't know, it's not too creamy so that the eyeshadow won't blend or anything. So as you can see, I'm just like applying a little bit in the inner corner, of course, because that's usually where my actual skin will shine through, and then down here, because I don't really always know how far I will drag my eyeshadow, so then I like to have some, like, I like to have a nice skin tone just where the eyeshadow ends, so that I don't have to apply my concealer straight up to the eyeshadow. So I don't really drag this onto the lid, but I did actually do that. When was that? I did it last week at least, and I didn't have any problems creasing then either, so that's a really good sign that this one, like this base, doesn't make it crease. So I just randomly decided that I'm going to try out the matte eyeshadows from Glam Shop. This one is Moro Camo. I think that means green camo, if I'm not completely false, but I will try to use this, and I'm going to try using it with my blending brush 0118 from Glam Shop. It looks like this, if we can focus. So I've never used this before, so this will kind of be new to me. I'll just start with, okay, so it's not like super wet, so maybe I'll have to be quick with this, we will see. So I'm just going to try to like apply it all over the lid and kind of blend it. I think I did add actually quite a lot. So that's kind of dumb, because if you add too much it might be too creamy and actually leave you creasing. So I will be updating you guys on how I feel like this shadow, like the cream shadows, because I have all of them. They sent all of them in PR. So I'll definitely let you guys know how I feel like they are to work with, and yeah, just how they last on the eye. So it is drying quite fast. It feels almost a little bit sticky, and you can kind of see where it was extremely pigmented, but I really like the color, and it was very pigmented. Like, I'm impressed. So this is blending out quite a lot easier than I first thought it would. I mean, it looks really beautiful. So I'll just show you the difference here. I went in with a little bit less on this eye, so you can kind of see, I don't know if you can like see the line where I started blending. Like, I feel like the blend itself is so, like, it was really effortlessly blended really easily. But especially on this eye, like where my creasing goes, you can see where it is kind of, I don't know how to explain it, like it just looks a little bit deeper there, so you can like see the line exactly there. I don't know if you can actually see that. And to be honest, for me, when I'm going in with shimmers afterwards, it's not a problem, because my shimmers will usually always go there, because if not, they're either way going to travel up there because of just the transferring. So that's not really an issue for me. But if you want to use only the matte eyeshadow, then I guess you would want to add something on top so that you can like make sure that you can't really see the line there. Now I'm just going to take this lightest shade here. I don't know if it's a little bit too pink for what I want, so I'm just going to try to place that just by the edge here. I feel like it looks okay actually. Looks really nice. The brush I'm using is from Glam Shop's pink brush set. I don't think they sell these as individual brushes. Oh yeah, this is looking so nice. And I am also going to take the deepest brown shade just to define the outer V. So I'm just going to use my Stasi Alex brush. This one is WG2. So I'm going to use this brush and just add in the outer corner. And I did also see that I didn't apply it like completely evenly here, the matte shadow. So we'll definitely make sure I am able to get into that corner. So that is definitely applying really beautifully on top of the matte liquid shadow. And I didn't say so, but like I love the color of the matte shadow. It's so beautiful. I love this green and it's just perfect for this palette. I'm so excited because I'm going to use that middle shade that I've been so excited to use ever since I saw the palette. And I feel like this is looking really nice. So I'll just go ahead and do the same on the other eye. And just for like experimenting, I think I will try to apply the shadow dry on this eye. And then on this side I will use my Glam Glue. And we shall see, because my Glam Glue usually makes my shimmers stay longer on the eye and makes them not crease whatsoever. That with my Smashbox Primer is just like the best combination for me. So I will just go ahead and use the Glam Glue on this eye and then not on this eye, and we will see the difference, because I feel like it's not completely dry here, so hopefully maybe it can make the shimmer shadow stick a little bit better. So I just applied my Glam Glue. I'm just tapping in to make sure that I remove any kind of excess, because I don't want too much of it, because that can also lead to creasing. So now I'm just dipping into the shade, what is it even called? Napar. This beautiful one right here. And I'm probably going to go in with my finger for that as well. I just want to see like how does it apply with a brush, and it looks really nice actually. So I'm just going to use my finger for the rest. I just find that to be a little bit easier, to be honest. So I'm just really packing on the shadow on my finger, and then I'm just going to press it on, kind of foil it a little bit and drag it like slightly up towards the crease, just because I like when it fades. I feel like I'm doing the same kind of placement lately for all my looks. It's just I really like it. How beautiful is this shade? Like, come on. It was really worth the palette for me. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing but without the Glam Glue on this side, so we will see how it applies here. It definitely feels a little bit drier when applying it without the Glam Glue, but I don't know if it's going to like affect how intense it's looking or anything. I mean, a little bit, I think. I feel like it looks a little bit more shiny on the eye with the Glam Glue. But I mean, that's not really the point with this testing. I want to see if it just, like, will it crease or not? So I think that's it. I do feel like it does look a little bit more shiny on my left eye, but I guess that's fine. I guess I would use a Glam Glue with any kind of shimmer, honestly, for this exact reason, and also because it usually helps against creasing. But for now I'm just going to leave it like this, and I'll finish up the rest of my makeup. I'll probably just use maybe the matte shadow for the lower lash line. If I do anything else, I will just show you. If not, the next thing you're gonna see is my close-up of this eye look. So I just finished my makeup, and this is the side with Glam Glue. I think it still looks really nice. Like, there might end up being some creasing in the inner parts right there, This side, however, this is the side without the glam glue, and I don't know if you can see that, but this is already looking like it's starting to crease a little bit. So I will tap on a little bit more of the eyeshadow because I will be taking pictures on the video right now, and then I will make sure to edit this video a little bit later tonight so that I can add text in the video to kind of tell how it went. Maybe I will take a photo or something, we will see. It's actually 21:55 right now, so can we focus? So I've had my makeup on. I don't really know how long. I think I put my makeup on around, was it like 1, 2, something like that. I already removed my lashes, as you can see. This is the side with the glam glue. I think it still looks perfect. I don't really see any creasing, not even in the inner corner. Then we have this eye, and I do see creasing. It's not like super bad, but it kind of feels like the shimmer shadow kind of blended into the matte liquid shadow, because it also looks a little bit more dull, as you can see, compared to the other side. So yeah, that is my little update. That was the close-up of the finished look, and okay, I'm just gonna start with the liquid eyeshadow, and this is just a first impression. I need to use these more to like learn how to use them, but also it might just be that maybe I shouldn't use those like exactly in the crease. Maybe I should use them right above the crease, because when I look at this blend, it's like it was so easy and it looks so good. Like the blend looks almost perfect in my opinion, and it was not hard at all to blend it. So maybe that's how I would like to use them. Maybe I need to like mattify them with a matte shadow. That, in my opinion, would make it kind of like an extra step in my makeup routine though. But again, if the blend ends up looking this good, then it's worth it. So I will probably just make a dedicated video to the matte liquid shadows as soon as I have tried them and kind of made up my opinion on how to use them the best way. And then of course I would do the swatches as well, because I got all of them sent in PR, which I'm so grateful for. But I really want to show you guys the colors in case you want to know like the difference of them and stuff, and just see them in comparison to each other. So I will just probably do a dedicated video on them and let you guys know how I feel about them. But like, first impression is they probably end up creasing, but also the blend looks amazing. As for the palette, like of course I just used one of the mattes and it was really beautiful. Like I just used the deeper brown. Everyone has these kind of shades, I feel like. I feel like this is a very, very beautiful kind of like everyday palette. It has like these beautiful pinks, it has some more kind of warmer toned light browns, and I feel like there are quite a few looks that you could make with this palette. And then of course this middle shade just is so spectacular in my opinion. It's like delicate but also really shiny and beautiful. So I'm very excited about this palette, and I don't know, I would love to hear what you think of it, because I feel like it's kind of like a typical neutral color story, but also not. So leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts about that. But yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the swatches and this look. As usual, I will leave all of the other products that I used down below in my description box. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!